wipe my screen off. I got a little bit of glare from the lights. Welcome in. Gotta put you guys on the gimbal here. This is a lot tougher starting a stream on YouTube than it is on TikTok. That's for sure. I'm gonna pull over here. There we go. Where you guys want to walk to? I'm feeling like some coffee. I don't know if I feel like Hello Kitty coffee or not today. I don't even know who's in here. My glasses on. Welcome in. This is a Monday afternoon walk on the strip. If you guys don't know me, I'm Jimmy, and we are NeonCityWalkers. Jay, she is not with me. That's my wife. We usually are on TikTok and trying out this YouTube stuff now. This is the F1 circuit lighting right above us. So this is pretty much the end of it. If you guys want, we can turn around and walk north and check out the F1 construction going up down there. That's to the east. That's Harmon Ave. That is where a lot of that's a main straightaway basically for F1. There is a lot of work that has been done down there for F1. There's like two temporary bridges that cross over Harmon, and there is the the center of the track. Well, the track runs on the eastbound lanes, so that is kind of barricaded off. If you guys want, we can take a walk down there. Let me know in the chat there what you guys want to do. Figure I'll be on till about, I don't know, about an hour, 5:30. Kristen, what's going on? How are you? Maybe we'll do that. We'll cross over to in front of Planet Hollywood and walk up that side, maybe walk up to the Link Promenade and grab a coffee and head back. I think that'll probably take us a good amount of time. We'll get about an hour. We're good. We're good. This is my Friday, so I have the next 2 days off. Eddie, what's going on, buddy? Ricky's watching from Kentucky. Welcome in. Yeah, I just noticed, Teddy, I was just able to read the screen name there and put it together. So when you're going to be out, Teddy, next week? We're definitely looking forward to it. Never trying to shake you, buddy. Sunday morning. Nice. Nice. I know Jay is trying to find some good places for us to maybe go out or grab a happy hour or something like that. Have her plan a little bit better for this trip than the last trip. Can't let us two make the plans because we're just like, yeah, what are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun when you were out here last trip. I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun when we went down to the sports book at Park MGM. That was a lot of fun. The apps and stuff that they had there, the drinks. But I'm going to check out what, oh yeah, that was funny. You know, that was weird. That was like, TikTok was going through a transition and I wasn't able to download a lot of them clips from those lives. And it was really, really kind of pissing me off because, you know, we had some good moments on our walk. The lady, you taking about 57 pictures, people trying to get selfies. There's Teddy on the scene. You want me to take the picture for you? Yeah, and you know, that's one of the things I really like about the lives on YouTube is they automatically save. And then you can go back and clip out stuff a lot easier. No, that was really cool, man. We were actually yesterday on the live when we were over by Bellagio. There was a lot of people there. And somebody in the comments was like, we need Teddy. This is a good spot too, man. Rosa Mexicano. Me and Jay ate here. Grabbed some apps and drinks one night. Sat right here at that high top, but it wasn't a high top when we sat there. And I mean, it was great. It was like a little later at night, and we got to watch all the people. They didn't have that group out here that does the forever jump. So if they were out here, we probably would have just kept going. And I think it's a lot easier for me to walk and stream on this wide angle than it is, Grammy, what's going on? Than it is on the portrait mode. There we go. We got to figure out how to drown out the background noise. I was trying to figure out Prism Live, and for some reason I couldn't get it to connect or start the stream. So I'll have to do a little research tonight on that and maybe try that out tomorrow morning's live. So tomorrow I think I'm going to start off on, I think it looks better too. So I think tomorrow we'll start off a little early on TT and then come over here for a while. And then Wednesday I think is going to be a long stream day. Not 100% sure. See the fountains going off over there. So everybody got something to say. And I think there's another program out there called like Endemic or something that you can like stream music while you're live streaming, like royalty-free music to try to drown out the background. Either that or maybe try to hook up my Bluetooth mics and drown out the background noise that way. There's a lot more I got to figure out on here. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. That's for sure. And, I always do like to hear some constructive criticism about what we can do better or whatnot. So they got the sidewalk. We'll try to hit that on the way back. They have the sidewalk open up on the side of the Bellagio fountain over there again. So you can catch the side view of the fountain show. Obviously, the front here, you cannot because of the grandstands. But you can see the higher spurts of water. Yeah, sometimes I stream onto our TV. Our kids do it all the time. Like, that's all they pretty much watch is YouTube. And so they watch all their stuff on our TV. So there's the grandstands. The fountain's going off behind them. It looks kind of cool at night, but, F1, love it or hate it, it's here. So we just kind of got to deal with it and make the best we can. I just think it was kind of bad timing for, shutting down the sidewalks and all that stuff. That ruins a lot of people's trips. I saw another Vegas is dead video the other day, and it kind of cracked me up because the person was like, "Oh, it was in October," and they're walking around, and yeah, Vegas. It was obviously it was the middle of the night. It looked like, but there was no F1 construction anywhere to be found, and they've been doing this since September 15th. So they walked right down here, and you didn't see anything. You didn't see any kind of construction. So if you guys are watching them videos, just look in the background. If you don't see F1 construction, it's definitely not. It's definitely not current because there's F1 construction everywhere out here right now. I mean, I think it's a decent crowd size for 4:45 on a Monday. We're 4:35, not 4:45, 4:35. Let's see, let's see. She treated me the way. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Beautiful one, let's see. Willie B. It sounds of Willie B. We'll have to get him on the way back, probably. This is the so they have we also. So those of you that have come over from the TikTok world, which type of streams do you prefer? This way or the TikTok orientation of the screen? I mean, I was saying I really like this orientation a little bit better. I think at one point, TikTok was talking about, doing these horizontal videos. And then they kind of said, nah, let's not do that. So, we got the football game on. Lions are up 7-0. Let's see. Let's check this out. What is this? This is bottled blonde. This is the first time I've seen their menu here. That's a little bit pricey, I think. We got now. Probably a decent spot for drinks and hanging out. And they definitely have really good live music. We've seen some really good bands walking past. There's old Red. If you're not already subscribed to our channel here, subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing some more. We'll definitely be doing more of these walks. Crossing over Flamingo. That was closed down last week. There's a temporary bridge at the end of the street now that goes over Koval. So that alleviates a lot of the F1 headache that we had last week. Plus, so Koval is a main part of the F1 circuit. So the F1 cars will run down Koval, and I think they'll still be able to have some cars, like for emergency purposes, pass over Koval using the bridge there. Because they do shut down the strip and the surrounding area as a hot track right before the race and all that stuff starts. And that dude's tall in front of me. The Flamingo. Snatch you guys off the gimbal real quick, and we'll walk through the Flamingo. Take a little shortcut to Sweet Sin. Oh, there we go. Big win, big win. I have not really played any machines in a long time, or table games for that matter. I haven't gambled in quite a spell. I should probably try to put some money to the side. Maybe go out one night when me and Jay are out and hit it. Decent amount of people at the tables. I love how old school the Flamingo is. You know, it still smells like stale cigarettes, and they got the mirrored ceilings and kind of the old carpet, but you know, very nostalgic. I love how they kind of embrace the you know, this is the S Burlesque. There's a Bugsy Siegel reference right there. So, you know, they have the statue out back. You know, they don't try to hide that. I kind of really like that they do that. I don't know. What do you guys think about the Flamingo here? I have some followers and friends that love it. All right, so obviously we're glitching. We'll be right out of here in a minute. Teddy, are you on here? we go. Some 5-hour domestics, Purple Zebra, Social Bar, Bugsy's Bar, Caesar Sportsbook. There we go. We still glitching? It's harder to tell when you're glitching on YouTube. I don't have like a little status bar or anything. We'll be outside in a second. What just happened there? There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button on the gimbal. So that turned out to be not a great shortcut because we were glitching. So hopefully it's better now. Go get my coffee. Sweets in. Hopefully the coffee machine's working. The last couple of times I've been here, well, the last time I was here, the coffee machine was not working. So let's see. Love this place. No, I'll take a Mocha Dark hot, large. You got your large? Yeah. That'll be it. Give a little bit. Yeah, man. Excuse me. All right. These are the macarons. They got little individual pieces of Dubai chocolate, $5.95 a piece. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's expensive? $5.95 for an individual piece of the Dubai chocolate? Or you get a full bar. Look how that's a pretty long bar for $29.50. But I have had these in the past. These are so good. The Dubai chocolate strawberry cups are awesome. $3.50 for a donut. The donuts are really good. The cookies are huge. And by the way, I don't get anything for showing you guys this. We don't have any kind of partnership or anything like that. This is just really good coffee. They don't pay me to come here. I pay them to come here. Oh, man. Look at that strawberry shortcake. That looks delicious. And a strawberry and cream croissant. That's only $6.50. That's not that bad. Look how good that looks. But that chocoholic right there, that looks really good. French Napoleon, they're good. Not one of my favorite desserts though. They usually have tiramisu here, and the tiramisu is really, really good. Cool, man. Thank you. They also have what's their happy hour here? I know they have a happy hour. Ooh, feeling lucky at the crepe table. Buy one, get one free. Nice. So that is Sweetson. That is one of my favorite spots to get coffee up here on the strip. Cheers. Like, I feel like it's one that, like, it's always consistent, right? It's always consistently good. Like every time I get it, it tastes pretty much exactly the same. Like so, and it's got like the perfect amount. Oh yeah, they got Halloween decorations up here now. Let's go check out the Halloween decorations. When's Halloween? Halloween's what, next week? Well, today's what, the 20th? So 11 days. All right. There's a lot of great stores in here. People are always telling me to try the fish and chips at Gordon Ramsay. I don't know. I mean, I like fish and chips. They're not bad. But I hear Nine Fine Irishmen are a little bit better. Show us your spectacular fun. Here's Chego. They have Latin nights Friday and Saturday nights at midnight. They got really good nachos. We've gone there a few times for nachos. Now, that is one of them places out here that check your receipt because they give you a surcharge at the bottom, like a convenience fee, I think it's called. Um, if you notice that, it's usually printed right up on the menus and stuff before you even order. Um, Ask if they can take that off or not charge you that. If they say no, I mean that's up to you to pay the extra 4 or 5% that a lot of places charge, or just say, all right, well, you know what, never mind. I'm going to go somewhere that doesn't charge me for nothing, right? That's like one of those things out here in Vegas that they really need to do away with. These like convenience, whatever you want to call it, fees that just tack money onto your bill for no reason. Teddy, you still on here? We're getting up to our favorite bistro up here. Oh, you know, it'd be cool if some of these had people in them, and they were like those jump characters. If you walked past and they moved, that would be really cool. So if you're gonna be out here for Halloween, check out the promenade. I guess maybe they're doing something. I'll have to look into that. Virgil's. I'm not a barbecue expert, but I do like Virgil's. It's pretty good. And the Tilted Kilt has a pretty good happy hour, 2 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then they have a late night, 7 days a week, 7 to close, or 10 p.m. to close, seven days a week. That's a good one. A good little picture opportunity here for stand behind that thing, make it look like it's grabbing you. Real famous In and Out. Not too bad of a line right now. See, we got a happy hour here. Every day, 2 to 6, 9 to close. That's good. Favorite bistro. $5.95 drinks. $10 finger foods. Live music, 6 to 10. That's a good happy hour. That's a good little lineup right there. Insane Clown Posse. How about that? I didn't even know they were still around. Honky Tonk Halloween, Club 90s, 2000s night, November 1st. That might be really fun and cool. If anybody's out here November 1st, maybe we'll have to do a little short on that. What's up, Mr. Pigeon? Not big fans of Jimmy Kimmel's comedy club. They're a little bit rude in there to us, so we just kind of never talk about it. Yard House. Yard House is really good too. They got some good wings in Yard House. Let's check out this one. Got the little, what's that little sloth monkey? I'm telling you, that would be so cool if they had like those jump scare people in there. Imagine that, just like filming that right now, and they went jumped out at us like, ah. So this is the end of the promenade. This is where the high roller is. High roller is a 550-foot observation wheel. You get some amazing views of not just the strip, but the whole valley. You get a better view as we walk out. So we can't go any further that way because it glitches really, really bad. So I learned that the hard way. All right, let's start heading back. I got to meet the kiddos at 5:30. And then I'm not sure what we're doing tonight. I'm not sure if we're going to be back out. If you guys think we should come back out, let us know. Send us a message here or on one of our socials. Make sure you're following us on all our socials. Make sure you subscribe to our channel here. Go check out we don't have that many videos, But we do have quite a bit of shorts, and we're adding more and more shorts and videos as we can. How did we miss this one? I thought he was part of the tree the first time. Put some weight on that. If anybody's got any questions or anything about Vegas, put them in the chat. It's a little bit harder to do the chat on YouTube here, but I do try to answer questions whenever they're presented to us, especially over on TikTok. I do pretty much nothing but answer questions my whole live stream. So if you guys are looking for some questions or have some questions, just ask them and I will try to answer them for you. All right, let's see if we can find on the Cheo menu where it says about that. Oh, there it is. Concession fee of $4.99 added to all checks. So I think a concession fee is just a fee that the restaurant collects to, try to cover their overhead or whatever and make more profits. So if you see that on your menu, a lot of places will remove it. Some places won't. If they don't, I'd get up and leave and be like, well, then you're not charging me 5%, right? Think about it. You spend 100 hours at that restaurant. That's going to be an extra 5 hours on your bill. And it's the restaurant's getting it. And then also keep an eye on your checks to see if there was already gratuity added. A lot of places, automatic gratuity gets triggered at 6 or 8 people. Some places automatically add it, no matter what. And if they do that, it's usually at 18 or 20%. So, you don't have to tip anymore, but if the service was good, you could throw a couple extra hours on there. But check your receipts too. And then in the Link Promenade, a lot of receipts at the bottom say, like Sweetson a lot of times has, I think you can get 10% off at what is it? One of the places in there that if you take your receipt and give them the receipt, they'll give you 10% off your purchase. So check the receipts, check the menus, see if there's any fees that are advertised right up front so that you can make your decision, right? And then check the prices. A lot of people complain about the prices out here. Like, oh my God, I got charged $300 for my meal. Well, when you were ordering your meal, didn't you realize that, it was like $60 a plate? So, it is expensive. I'm not going to say it's not, but there are some really good deals out there. We have some really good deals in our shorts that, we try to keep updated. As we find deals, we post deals. So, burger deals, like happy hours, things like that. That's all stuff that you should be, if you want to try to save a little bit of money when you're out here, that is definitely the way to do it. Go to a happy hours, go to the burger specials. I think at the Venetian, the Oak Room has like a $13 or $15 burger special, burger, fries, and a drink for $15, which I think is pretty good. But the deals are out there. You just kind of have to look for them. We try to help you guys out and find them for you. And we are walking down the F1 lighting. This is the track lighting. So this is the circuit, right? The strip. Well, it's only the south side of the strip. The side we're looking at right now, the side we're walking down, that is where the F1 cars will go down. They'll put a barricade up right along here with some fencing, and we'll have a barricade in the middle and another barricade on the other side. It's going to have some blackout tarps and all that stuff, so you really can't see that much when the F1 race is going on, but you can see a little bit. But as you can see, this just miles and miles of lighting. Now, this is one of my favorite spots, especially at night and when it's hot out, because it does feel a little bit cooler when you get over by the Caesar's fountains. Caesar's properties actually have a lot of really nice fountains in there. These are the fountains that Evel Knievel tried to jump over. He didn't make it. We all seen that video, but his son Robbie did make it. So that's pretty cool. I guess in a way he avenged his father. And then when you turn around at night and you see the Flamingo all lit up with its neon lights and, it's not all LED, that is like one of the most beautiful sights on the strip, in my opinion. I love the exterior of the Flamingo. It reminds me of like back when I lived here the first time back in '97. So this area back here, this is not closed because of F1. This is closed because they're going to build a big sign like the Horses Ho sign over there. They're going to put one right over here behind the other fountain and gazebo area right there on the corner of the strip. So that is why that sidewalk out front of Hell's Kitchen is closed. It's not for F1. It's for another construction project. kind of just wish that they had some more seating out here around the fountain. That would be nice. Thank you guys for the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to our channel. We'll be doing a lot more of these. So I have my bag with me. I'd go in Green Fairy Garden right now, but I don't. They search your bags, so we're gonna skip that. But that's pretty cool in there. They have a nice speakeasy. They have actually really good coffee at the coffee shop in there. And then they have the abstinence show right there. That's the tent. I would love to see that show. It's a little out of my price range right now. So many things I want to get. I want to upgrade my gimbal. Me and Jay want to go to some other shows or some dinners. So that's what we do. We basically pay for our own way for everything, all the content we make. We don't have any brand deals, sponsored deals, anything like that. So when we make something, it's because we really like the place and want to give it some free press. We don't expect anything back. You know, and if we ever do like trade a service for a video or something, we do let you guys know so that you can make an informed decision that, you know, we got a free scalp treatment for and we did this video. So we try to be upfront about everything, transparent as we can be. A few things we don't talk about on our lives. We don't really talk about our kids in depth. We talk that, yes, they work up on the strip, you know, they're lifeguards and retail people. But we don't talk about religion and we don't talk about politics. Definitely two things that we leave off the table. Now, sometimes being in Vegas does intersect with politics. So we talk lightly about that, but we don't get into major political discussions because, quite honestly, we've been there, done that, and it does no good just to not like somebody because of a political affiliation. We all, I think, share a love of Vegas, and that's what we want to concentrate on our channel. So all things and good vibes in Vegas. We don't like drama, and we don't like the hating on people. So let's go check out. I think, what time is it? It's going to be a while before a show comes on, eh? Got about another 15 minutes. So this is one of the viewing areas. That's the shutdown sidewalk for the F1. Can't go no further. Here's the grandstand. And then this is a really good viewing area. If you can get a viewing spot right here, you can see basically the whole entire show. You can get right on the end of this pillar right here. But I don't really feel like standing here for 15 minutes. Unless you all want to stand here for 15 minutes. I haven't seen anybody talking in the chat, so there we go. You know what? I'm sorry. This is so weird because it doesn't just pop up. So the chat. So I got to figure out how. I am not really seeing any of the chat. So it just popped up. I don't know why. And maybe it's a setting. I have live chat. All messages are visible. So sorry if I missed some stuff there. No, I am not streaming on Prism. I'm going to go back and see. So, Grammy, you thought the Dubai bars were a little bit expensive. Yeah, I think they're a little bit expensive too, especially the large ones. Maybe not so much the smaller ones. Murakami, welcome in. Chai Girl, what's going on? There we go. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm just learning stuff. I don't know why the chat doesn't come up. If somebody can give me some pointers on how to keep the chat on the bottom of the screen, I would appreciate it. I thought before when I did the live streams, but I had the orientation the other way. I saw more of the chat, but I'm not seeing anything until I hit the little thing. I know, right? I was like, all right, people just want to just walk around and look at Vegas, right? You sucked all the fun out of your soul last night. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get this chat up and going here. What time is it? Yeah. All right, we're going to walk because I really don't feel like 15 minutes of standing. YouTube is very, very different. Hey, I think we had talked about this. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, definitely. I think we'll get it together. I'll just have to sit down and watch some YouTube videos on how to stream on YouTube or whatever, and we'll get it. I think we ended up getting the live streaming on TikTok pretty well. Let's just walk through Bellagio. So here's another trick too. I'm going to take you guys off the gimbal because last time I walked through the Bellagio with the gimbal, they kind of hassled me. So I'll take you guys off until I figure out more about walking through the casinos, because you know what? On TikTok, we don't walk through the casinos, so we don't know. But this is like a little secret, right? So you guys can come up here and watch. The other windows have a better view. They don't have a tree in the way, but you can watch the fountains from the inside. Now, I'll show you guys one of the best spots to watch the fountains from if you're inside this shopping mall. So we're going to walk down here. Yeah, it will get easier. So the other day when we were doing the live, it was like when somebody would type something in the chat, it would pop up for like a couple seconds. It wasn't doing that today. So I'm sure there's some sort of like secret to it or a setting. But so if we walk up here, right, like you're walking towards the casino area, I forget the restaurant up here on the left. but it's downstairs. There's like a faux balcony that you can kind of walk out to. Hey, oh, thanks for posting Jay's travel. If you're looking for someone to help you out there, click that link that was just posted. That is Jay. That is my wife. She is a certified travel advisor and can help you on your Vegas or anywhere vacations. Of course, right? The day I want to show you guys this, we might be able to see it around the other side here. So right here is Prime Steakhouse, right down them steps. And so Prime is right down there. If you walk past the steps, you'll see these doors right here. And this, I think, is one of the best views of the fountains that you can find.
Is there like a way to walk along the water?
You can walk around the other side if you go out the lobby and go to the left. The front's blocked off, and there's only a small viewing area on the left-hand side. But if you go out to the lobby,
right
yeah, that's the fountains there, yeah. So the next show is at 5:30. So
is it every half hour?
It's every half hour until 8 o'clock, and then it's every 15 minutes until midnight.
Okay, great, thank you.
No problem.
From the restaurant, we should be able to see.
Are you eating here and here? Yeah, you'll be able to probably see them. Yeah, most definitely you'll probably be able to see them. Enjoy your meal. Always trying to help people out. So that is one of the best. I saw that if you dine at Prom, I thought that cost a little bit of money if you wanted to pick the fountain show, but I think that's like a $250,000, and you can pick the fountain show that night. Maybe you can do it at Prime too. Maybe there is some kind of special. I mean, they bought a $3 million yacht for the people at Carbone, so who knows? Pick from the list. Okay, I got you. Listen, I am so tired today. I had kind of a stressful day at work. I'm not going to get, I don't talk about where I work, but let's just say I was in probably the most exclusive of the exclusives suites that we have, and there were some issues. And it has somebody coming in tomorrow, and it really needed to be taken care of today. So it was like basically like, oh man, we got to figure this out. So yeah, it was a lot. So it looks like they're going to be redoing part of the slot area back here. I know, Grammy, I thought the same thing, like yacht, when they said yacht, but then somebody said that a yacht, so there's the buffet hours, because people always ask. Saturday and Sunday are the only times they have dinner. Somebody said, I think 33 feet qualifies. I don't believe that. Here are the prices for the buffet. Seafood dinner. People always ask about that too, right? $75 for the seafood dinner. I'll pass on that because I'm not a seafood guy. So I'm not a buffet guy in general, but I don't know if that's true. I got to look that up about the yacht. What makes a boat a yacht, and what makes a ship, right? Or what makes a boat a ship? There's got to be some kind of like international like definition of that stuff. At least have a bathroom to be called a yacht, right? Yeah, I'll stick with the In and Out too, right? I don't need. I mean, I like In and Out, so that's a good and that's a good date night. Me and Jay love going to In and Out and just grabbing. She gets a grilled cheese, and I get the burger and 2 animal fries. And I got to start remembering to get the chopped chilies on it because I got it that one night. Murakami said to get it that way, and that was really good. Could you imagine that if In-N-Out had a buffet? But they couldn't have full-size burgers, right? I think they would have to do like sliders, right? And then you pick your own toppings and all that stuff. That would be really cool. And all you could drink shakes. I'm down. I am down. So last night when we were driving home, this is another reason I love In-N-Out. You guys have seen the line at In-N-Out at the promenade, and if you have In-N-Outs around you, you'll see that those lines are forever sometimes. But they get you in and out quick, right? They're very, very efficient. So last night on the way home, my one kid was like, "Hey, Fuddruckers." I remember Fuddruckers. So they're like, "Hey, can I order McDonald's for pickup before you drop me off in my apartment?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Order it now. We'll be there about 15, 20 minutes." So there's the Chihuly for the Como. That is the ceiling. That looks really nice in this view too. So we pull up. It says their order is ready. And then they're inside McDonald's for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I was pretty much furious at that point because now I've been sitting at McDonald's for 25 minutes and it's another 5 or 6 minutes to get them home and then 10 minutes for me to get home. It was an extra hour added almost onto my trip. So I was pretty damn furious. I'm going to skip this today. This is way too crowded for me right now. We'll just go to the edge and show you guys. But I cannot go. We can walk down this road. So everyone's skipping this road. Let's go down this road. This is the most important road. This is the road with the owls. The judgy owls that look into your soul and know all your deep, dark secrets about what you're doing in Vegas. Intently staring at you, writing down all your nasty thoughts that you have in those books. With this one, that's the creepiest of all of them. Still, if those things like move, that would be the best. Kind of like even if just the eyes move. The owls work for the zebras. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I think that they're real feathers, Grammy. I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere that they were real feathers. You can see the frogs across the way. Now, that's the first time, the other day was the first time that I saw that frog right there, up there. I knew that there was that one over there. Now, the story about over there is that it's a mushroom farm, mushrooms, and poppy farm, right? They got poppies. There's some kind, it's a frog cartel over there. They're the lookouts up there. That's the queen. I guess in the frog world, the queens are the head. And maybe the owls are the lookouts. And that's what I'm thinking. The owls could be the lookouts. Because we got another owl stationed over in this tree over here. And the dragonflies that fly around over top, maybe they're the narcs. They're looking for all the poppies and mushroom fields. Could be. And then he's just that weird old man that lives in the forest. The narcs, yeah, the narcs. I think maybe he's got some poison ivy growing on him. That's why he's dumping the water. He never moves. We can make up better stories now that we're over here on YouTube. We can definitely make some better stories about this here. The narcs. That's what the dragonflies are, the narcs. We got a frog cartel. Maybe you know what? Maybe the owls are like the other cartel or something, trying to take over. Yeah, he could. He could be the undercover narc. He could be, the one that, he's wearing a wire. Ex-user, ex-con. He kind of looks like an ex-con, if you ask me. You know what I mean? He kind of has that look, old biker dude or something. You know what I mean? Maybe cut a deal with the dragonflies. There we go. Done our coffee. I mean, that could very well be it, right? Maybe Colossus, he's like the ex-president of like a biker gang, and he turned informant, and he's working with the dragonflies, and the owls and the frogs are in a turf war. I don't know. Maybe we could run with that story. We got too much time on our hands. And then like there's nothing in the center, right? There's nothing in the center of the display, right? There's that gazebo. And like that's the dividing line. There we go. Yeah, we can get the whole strip involved somehow. There we go, Murakami. And then and the garden table, right? The garden table, that is where they have their sit downs. When they need to discuss things, they go and have brunch at the Waterkin. And that's like neutral territory. There or the gazebo. That'll be forever, the Waterkin. Debbie came up with that name, and I thought that was a pretty good name. I don't know. It's. I would love to like be able to build a community up over here and have some of the live streams as lively and the chat going as crazy as we do over on TT. That would be super fun. We'll get there, I think, eventually. We're not abandoning the other one. It's just we're, trying to grow this a little bit and give you guys a little bit better content that we can't give you over there because of all the restrictions. They don't let us be adults. So, we're able to do more over here. Expanding, yes, expanding. Joanna, welcome. Yes, they do. So happy to see you here, Joanna. Yeah, they do. And, we never, you guys hear me all the time, we never really thought it was going to be much more than a couple live streams about the Mirage volcano. We're like, a couple times walking around the strip on our way to a happy hour or dinner. Like, we didn't think it was going to be anything more than that. And, we just kind of, you're a little slow. And we just kind of like, it just kind of started taking off last year. And we just started having so much fun. Like, so here we are. And I think, when we, yes, that was for the Alsberg. You know what? Maybe the Zebras are like the head gang of all of it. I don't know. We got to figure this one out. Where is the key card art piece? I think we have time to go take a look at it. If you want, we can go do that. That is on the third floor, the key card art piece. That's the other thing. You know what? I think I'm just going to start walking through with the gimbal and then try to figure out if they're going to kick me out or not. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Wrong way. So my one gimbal, it always starts out on this mode. Yeah, we're going to walk up there. We'll walk up there. We got a little bit of time. As much as my kids make me wait for them, they could wait for me for a couple minutes. So that's the Wicked Spoon right there. That's like brunch only also. Oh, they got this back now. This is the Pez dispensers. What are McDonald's? Oh, look, it's Bad Bunny. That's really cool. I probably had most of those Pez dispensers when I was growing up, too. I really like this piece, too, these hands. Now, if we were on the other stream, we'd probably get in trouble for that. Showing that peace sign on that finger right there. All right, let's go. So you go up these escalators here, right by the dogs, is the easiest way to get to the key card art. Yeah, up here. It's nice and quiet up here. I like that too. And then you just kind of cut across down this hallway. Maybe we'll do an art tour one day. That'll be cool. There it is. So that's pretty cool. Now it is like kind of layered too. So you can see the different layers. There's one, two, three, at least three layers here, maybe four of cards. Really, really cool. That is awesome. I think there's another one around somewhere, isn't there? Is it over here? I think that there's some more key card art. Or no, it's playing cards. There's playing cards over here. I really like the playing card art over here. These ones right here. I mean, somebody took the time to bend all of them. So they have them in the blue. Yeah, this is like all convention stuff up here. This is the third floor. We'll go over to the sign in a second. I'll show you what's up here. I really like this one too. All right, so the third floor is the Boulevard Pool, the business center, conference centers, and restaurants around the front. And then the fourth is the conference center. So you got the Chandelier Bar on two, the Boss Office. Yeah, as long as you stay out of Dungeons, we're fine. Can't even do a simple stick figure. I know. Well, this one is absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this. Just the detail in this. This is like really small too. I mean, that thing's only about like 30 inches tall. And it has such little intricate pieces. That is super cool. Now, of course, down here on the second floor, this is where the five dogs are. Everybody knows where the five dogs are. That's like kind of a place you go and get your pictures done and all that stuff when you're at the Cosmo. You meet people there. Just meet me at the dogs. So we're gonna head over to the dogs, and then I'm gonna sign off like I normally do. Oh, look, it's a self-driving vacuum cleaner. Hope he doesn't run me over. He's following me. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm looking at you. All right, so here's the five dogs. Now, the five dogs are pretty cool because they actually are touchable, right? They are made to be touched and posed with. I've seen people bring their dogs here and have their dogs sit next to them. Pretty cool. I think we do have a short on the dogs. I know we have a TikTok on the dogs. Maybe we'll import it over to the shorts. So I just want to thank you all for joining us. I'm gonna log off now, and I'm not sure what me and Jay have planned for tonight. If we're gonna come back up to the strip or if we're gonna go somewhere else tonight. Not sure if we're gonna live stream or not. But I will definitely keep you guys in the loop and put it out there. You guys have a great night. Appreciate you all for coming over and joining us for the last hour and a half. And I will see you